recording, and we'll have a transcript as well. So if we need to go back in and look at it later, we can. So we're going to do Prospect Square reports and how to add them to our InTouch website. So before I get started, before we know before we learn how to get there, we're going to learn where it is. What does it look like when I put these reports on my website? Now there's two different ways that you can do it. So here I've gone to my website, and if I scroll down, I did go to Canva and create some photos. You don't have to do that. That is an option. You can also go into Brandserv and find photographs as well. I just took a little bit of information from the area report in Prospect Square, copied and pasted it so I didn't have to reinvent the wheel or think about what I wanted to say. And you'll see current market data for your area. And I've put in several different counties as area reports. For whatever reason, my particular photos, when I clicked on them, the hyperlink was not working. No harm, no foul. I just put a hyperlink underneath so someone can click on it. They can get to that particular report. So if someone would like a Carroll County area report, they can click here. They're going to get straight to that area report. It's going to give them all of the information that they need for the current real estate market. I find this is essential probably now more than at the year, not only with COVID, but with the recent election. People are fearful. So it's nice to replace fact over fear. So this is something that once it's on my website, I can easily print a PDF. I can grab this. I can take this with me to an open house. I can share it on all types of social media, basically everything except for Instagram photos. But Facebook, we can do LinkedIn, we can do Twitter, anywhere that I would like to share it. And there's also just a Facebook cheat sheet here because they know that Facebook really is the social media avenue we go to the most for most of us. I can click that share to Facebook. I can click on the page that I manage, and I can type something about it and I can post it to Facebook. Again, it's very easy. It's on my website. I don't have to go through all the processes to get into Desk and Prospect Square and to search it and find it and share it. I can just go to my website and it's very easily accessible. The other thing that this gives me the power to do is when I hand my business card to someone, if my website is on my business card, I can say, if you'd like to get some information about your area, just go to my website and scroll down a little bit and you'll see some area reports. You can look through those. If there's a specific area that you would like, please let me know. I can send you an updated area report for any specific area that you're interested in. If it's not the county, if you want a specific, maybe you don't want Carroll County, but you want Westminster. You don't want all of Harford County, but you want Aberdeen. You can let me know and I can go ahead and set that up and send that to you automatically. It'll come into your inbox. If you want to take additional steps toward property ownership, let me know. I'm always happy to help. So it's basically giving value. You're not being sales pitchy. You're not buying and selling at that point. You're just providing good, concrete, valuable information about the current real estate market in any specific area that client is interested in. The other benefit of having Prospect Square reports on your website is you are able to put them under local communities. Now yours will just say communities. I've updated mine to say local communities. You can see here I have a lot of interesting information at the top, but under my communities served, I'm able to add my Prospect Square report. I will show you, I do have mine by county now that I have lots of different offices. I do have to update this considerably to include everyone, but Joppatown is where I live. So this is the one that I've kind of really worked on the most. So you can see here I have Harford County. I have a really bad cell phone picture of the local park that I love to bike in. I have lots of information about my area with lots of hyperlinks that are going to pull me up in the search engine results. And then I have a hyperlink here to my updated area report. Excuse me. So you'll see I just basically copied what it said on the area report that I had sent to myself. And you can put the same thing on each page, each community, and I've linked it to that area report. So it's just summarizing recent real estate activity in Joppa. If you need clarification of any of the figures, would like to have them, the updated reports emailed to you each month, or if you wish to take additional steps toward property ownership, please let me know. I'm happy to help. Someone can click here and they can get to, again, that area report for this specific area. So it will be by zip code. For those who aren't familiar, quarterly reports are county only. They do update on the 15th of every quarter. They are live links. You are able to share them on your website. Area reports are by county or by zip code. They are also live links that are updated on the 8th of each month, and you are also able to share them on your website because these are live links. So I can share this link again on Facebook. I can share it on social media. I can print it out as a PDF. Again, take it to that open house with me, but I can access it at any time on my website. So I will show you, I did work with an agent. We were able to go in and add Prospect Square reports to her website as well. On her In Touch site, when you scroll down, she has quarterly reports. She has several for the different counties that she works in. These are just Canva photos. Again, you don't have to do photos. You can just do hyperlinks. Hers, lucky her, they did work when we hyperlink the photo. So we can just click on the photo and it will take us to her report. And that is for a county. And again, I don't have to go in every month or every quarter and update these because a live link feeds through Prospect Square. I'm able to take that, put that on my website, and you'll see here, this is for October. So I'm getting the most recent report because it's after the 8th of the month. These were available yesterday, so this is a brand new report, and I'm able to go through and use this to my advantage. Post it on my website, give people concrete information, but it's also very easily accessible for me. If I'm sitting on the duty desk and somebody calls and wants information, I can let them know the snapshot of what's going on in the real estate market in Carroll County at this time. So you'll see here in desk where we want to go first. We want to go to Prospect Square. Again, you guys know I'll always let you know we can do the find an app over here on the side, and I can start typing in Prospect Square. It's going to eliminate all of the other apps and make it very easy for me to find what I'm looking for. You're also able to switch around things on desk, and if you hit Control and scroll with your mouse, you can make things bigger or you can make them it really just depends on what you prefer. So we're going to go ahead and open Prospect Square. Excuse me. And all of the reports that we're going to be using, they're already created for us. I absolutely love that. I don't have to go in and do it myself. I just kind of have to grab it and put it on my website. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go into Prospect Square, and we're going to go to the left-hand menu bar, and we're going to click on Reports. Through that drop down, we're going to see the area market and quarterly reports, the cover images here that we can change if we would like to, report settings. But for this, we're going to go to the area report. And this process will be exactly the same for the quarterly reports as well. Market reports are the only Prospect Square reports that I'm not really able to share on my website. I have to go in and have a very specific area. They don't have a preview and share button with that link. So for this, we will use an area report. Again, quarterly reports are county-based. Area reports are both county and zip code based. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that area report. So we've gone to Prospect Square, we've gone to reports and area report. And there's a wonderful button here that says preview and share. So I'm going to ignore any other report that I've created. and I'm going to hit that preview and share button. What that's going to do is give me 25 pages, over 1,000 different reports, and I don't need that many. I'm also very efficient with my time. I don't want to scroll through all the pages looking for the particular city or the county that I need. So I'm going to hit this blue find button here. Once I've clicked on that, I'm going to look for the Mid-Atlantic region. They're all going to say MA, not Massachusetts, promise you. And I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to look for the county that I need. I will give you a best practice. I always select the county with Maryland attached to the back. I know they've done some updating. Some of them are in here several times. If you're in Frederick County, just know there is a Frederick County in Virginia and Maryland. So just be sure that you select the correct one. So we're going to go ahead and go with Carroll County, and I'm going to select Carroll County, and I'm going to hit search. Now what it's going to do is it's always going to pull the county up first. So I can do the entire county if I would like, or what it's going to do is it's going to pull each of the cities or towns that has its own individual zip code. So they're all going to be in order. I will have the option to choose just the single family homes, or if there are condos. We used to have townhouses included and somehow they disappeared. I'm not sure. I think they may be trying to work those back in. But if you do need townhouses, you can use the zip code as a whole. So you would just scroll down again in alphabetical order. Let's say we want to do Westminster. What you'll find here, and I do like the fact that there's every other color so that it's easier to view. And here we found Westminster, and we do have a preview button here. So we're going to go ahead and click that preview button to look at the report, make sure that, yes, this is the report that I want. It is Westminster. It's got my profile information that I've completed, and here's all of the information about this particular area for the month of October. So once I've done that, I've seen that that is the report that I want. I am able to click here and I want to highlight the entire URL. So I'm just going to, again, highlight that URL. I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to hit copy. Unless you're a keyboard person, you can hit Control C and that will also copy the highlighted text. So now I have this lovely report and I want to put it on my InTouch website. To do that, I have to go to InTouch on desk, and I'm going to open my InTouch. And when I open my InTouch, this is what's going to appear. And I want to put this on my website. So I'm going to go ahead and click on a website, and I'm going to edit my site. So remember, we have that link, we copied it. So it's sitting on what's called a clipboard on our computer. So basically the computer has grasped it and it's holding it and it's waiting for us to tell it to let it go, basically. So we're going to find out, where do I want to put this particular report? I want to put it in communities served. So here's where I'm able to go down and add the particular community that I would like to add this report to. So I don't have one for Westminster yet. So I'm going to go ahead and create one for Westminster. So you'll see here, I'm going to go ahead and cheat just a little bit because I do put the zip codes with mine. So here we can see Westminster has multiple zip codes, so that's okay. And this is in Carroll County. And again, you don't have to put the counties. That's just something that I do on my page. There we go. Okay. So, and I always include the zip code just because sometimes there are multiple zip codes. And I will tell you that when you get to the community boundary, if you include the very specific zip code, it will pull all of the information on communities served so that I can click and just get to single family homes for sale or condos for sale or all of the information. Mine does not have an IDX, so mine does not do that. I'm not a selling agent, but yours will pull all of that information and make it easy peasy for someone to get to that information. Now, as we go down to the community description, this is where I want to place my Prospect Square report. And you'll see here that if I right click and I paste, I'm going to get this very ugly URL. I'm not a big fan of that. I'd like it to be pretty. I want it to say something nice. So I'm going to kind of cheat the system a little bit. And I'm going to copy what was on a previous area report that I have sent out that I've received in my email, and I'm just going to paste it here. Now I am going to make it a little bit bigger. I prefer for things to be a little larger on my website just because I have difficulty reading things that are very, very small. And you'll see here, and you can go to my website and steal this verbiage too if you would like. That's fine. I have no problem with that. And I'm going to take this particular link. I'm going to make sure that it is, and I'm going to highlight, click here to view an updated area report. I want to link that. I want to make it as easy as possible and have as much verbiage as possible for someone to click through to actually receive this area report. That way, if they're looking on their phone or on a tablet and it's a smaller screen, it's still easily accessible. I'm going to go ahead and click on the insert or edit link. This little chain link fence, that's how we're going to link the hyperlink. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm just going to paste the URL where it says URL. And then for target, what I want to do is I want to change that to new window. Changing that to new window means when someone goes to my website, and they've clicked on the area report, it's going to open in a new window. And when they X out because they're done reading the report, my website will still remain. They haven't lost my website at this point. People tend to have a 7 to 10 second span of interest on Facebook, on the internet in general. So we want to make sure that they're focused and they're not going away from our website. So we're going to hit OK. And then I'm just going to get rid of this long URL. I don't really need it. So click here to have an updated area report. You can add community images. I have images on all of my pages. So we won't go through really how to do that per se. But basically, you just want to find a stock image that you own that belongs to you. Something that might look like the specific area. I'm just going to select the photo for the sake of it. And I'm going to go ahead and save that to the system. And once I go to my website, it will be there. Somebody can click, they can get that particular area report. It will be right on my website. And you'll see here, it's going to take it. There we go. It's going to take it a minute to upload. And then I'm going to save. And that's that bottom blue button, and it puts everything in alphabetical order. So here's my Carroll County, my Westminster, and when I go now to my local communities or my community served or communities, however it's on your website, as I scroll down, I'm going to look for that Carroll County, and here's that Carroll County Westminster. Once I click on it, it's going to give me that stock image. Now, this stock image was not taken from Google. I did get it from unsplash.com. It is a free stock image. No one's going to come to me and ask me for money. I do have full permission to use it. and I will say, from what I know of Westminster, there is a lot of country there. So I think that this would be an okay photo to keep. And you'll see here, mine is letting me know that there are 18 active listings. Again, mine's not connected to the IDX, so that may not be the case. But you'll see here where putting in that zip code helped me to get my single family homes, my condos, new listings, etc. And again, mine's not exactly correct. Mine only has Realogy listings. So anything listed by Coldwell Banker, Century 21, etc. is what mine will show. But you'll see here, I have that updated area report. Now, mine was in bold. I can fix that if I want. But someone can go here, they can look at Westminster and say, I want an updated area report. And they can click there and it's going to take them straight to the Westminster area report. So it's very easily accessible. The other thing that I like about having it on my website, if I need to get this data and I want it to be easily accessible, I can do one of two things. I can log into Desk, go to Prospect Square, go to Reports, go to Area Reports, go to Preview and Share, go to Find, look for my county, scroll down, look for my zip code, and go to the link. I can do that. Or I can simply go to my website, click on my communities, scroll down, find the particular area that I'm looking for, click through, and I have easy access right there to that area report. I like this. The steps are, they're fewer. It also gives valuable customized content on my website. And the more custom content that I'm pushing out, the more hyperlinks I have to other places on my website, the higher up on a search engine results I'll get. So somebody Googles, if they're looking on Yahoo or Bing, and they're looking for Carroll County information, they're looking for Westminster information, or any of the other communities that I have, my website has more of a chance of being on that first page, or even the second or third. I dare say that most of us, I don't know too many people when they go to Google that look on the fourth or the fifth, etc. pages. So this will pull you up more in a search result, as well as when someone Googles you, they're going to find really good content. So now I have the ability, now that this is on my website, I have the ability to go here anytime to click on this area report. I can go to Facebook right now if I would like to, and I can share this on my Facebook page. It gives me really easily accessible information to push out. And again, I can just copy what's already on my website if I don't want to think of something to post on Facebook. You know, maybe I can say, you know, check out this updated area report, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I can just hit post. And that will post out to my Facebook page. Anyone that's following my Facebook page is able to get that information. I've let them know, you know, if they need it, I can send it to them. If someone's really interested in getting this information, then they will be able to contact me. They'll have to give me their email address. That's a big deal. And you'll see here, this is what it's going to look like. This I share directly from my website. So you can see here, if I share from Prospect Square using the link, or if I share it from my website using the link, it will look exactly the same. So no one on Facebook is going to say, oh, you shared that from your website, or oh, you shared that from, you know, Prospect Square or wherever. They're always going to find the same report. They're able to click through, get that area report, and it's easily accessible to. They're able to go into the report, share it with people. You know, just it's a great thing to push out on social media if you're looking for good content. As you build your website and you put a lot of different communities on your website, you can literally go in here and play a round robin, and every day I can go in and share a report, or every other day or several times a week, and I can share directly from my website. Maybe I just want to share the particular area. I can take the link here for the particular area. I can share that to Facebook and say, visit my website for more information about Joppatown, including an updated area report summarizing recent real estate activity in this area. So that's something that I'm now providing good, solid, valuable information to people. And I'm not sales pitching. I'm not buying and selling. I just want to provide you with very good, valuable, current information. I think, again, now more than ever, people are interested in what's going to happen to the real estate market. It happens every election. This one isn't special for any reason other than it does happen every election. People are fearful. They don't know what's going to happen. And now I've replaced fear with fact, and people can easily get that information. If they're thinking about selling, they can get that information and see what is their area doing. Maybe now is a great time to sell. Maybe they don't want to wait until the spring. If days on the market has gone down considerably, which we're finding in most areas is the case, and they can get maybe almost 20% more for their home, the interest rates are very low. So it might be a good time to sell, to upgrade or downsize, and to purchase another home using that money that you have through your equity. I apologize that my phone is ringing. So you'll see again, we want to go to desk and we want to go into Prospect Square. We're going to click over on reports. We're going to click on that area report. We're going to click on share. Again, we can go in and find any area that we need. We can go through and find the particular county that we're looking for. So maybe we're looking in Frederick County. We want to search. And again, it can be any county that we feel comfortable buying or selling in. I know there are several agents in the Bel Air office that buy and sell in Annapolis. So maybe they feel comfortable putting this out on their website. Again, anywhere that you buy or sell real estate, feel free to share that area report. So we'll see here, Frederick, we can go down, we can actually look through all of Frederick County. I can share that information. I can share it just for Frederick. I can go down to Jefferson, any place that I want to share in that area, I can do that. And again, I want to copy the particular link for Frederick. So I can see here that that's got that darker gray here so that I know that I'm in the right spot. And I'm going to hit copy. And then I'm going to go back to In Touch. And I'm going to click through to my market leader, which is my In Touch. I'm going to go to website. I'm going to go to edit site. And that's where and I can also put my home page. So you'll see here, we do have the ability to add a widget or a section to our home page that has customized content. You can see here, I already have one set up for area reports. And I have worked with an agent that literally just has kind of a list. She's got like a little picture there, and then she has a list underneath, and it just says, click on the area below to get an area report. So I'm able to edit this as I see fit. Let's see, we'll just scroll down here to the bottom. We can say, click on the links below to find or maybe to view the area report, and view the area report and discover the real estate trends in your area. I like to make, again, everything a lot bigger on my website because I have a hard time reading things. And then that's where I'm able to just put Maryland area report. And I can highlight. I always want to type what I want to link first. So we have to have that destination. What is someone going to click on to get this report? So we're going to type that out first. Then we're going to highlight it, because we want the system to know these are the particular words that I would like to be linked. If someone clicks on Frederick or Maryland or area or report, I want them to be able to get into this particular report. And then because I would like to link these particular words, I'm going to hit the link, which is the insert edit link button for, like, I would say it's like the little chain link fence. And when I do that, it will ask me, what is the URL? Where do I want to send this person when they click on Frederick, Maryland area report. So they can click anywhere on those words and it will send them to this particular URL. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and paste that URL. Again, that was the URL I got at Prospect Square for this particular community. And I always want to open my target in a new window. I don't want them to leave my website. I want them to find what they're looking for and come back to my website. And I'm going to hit OK. Now, see, when I did that, it went ahead and underlined the information here. So Frederick, Maryland area report. That means because it's underlined, they can go and they can click on it and they can get that report. Now, I don't have to leave here yet. I can go ahead and I can put as many of these in as I would like. So if I want to go down and do another one, let's do Emmitsburg, I can go ahead and highlight that as well. I can hit the copy button and I can go back to my InTouch, and maybe I want them to be in alphabetical order, and I can say Emmitsburg, Maryland area report. Or if you want to say, reports for places in Maryland and just have Emmitsburg, Frederick, etc., you can do that too, any way that you want to do it. And I'm going to, again, type that in first, and then I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to hit the link. I'm going to paste into my URL. I'm going to go ahead and open in a new window, and I'm going to hit OK. And again, that's also been underlined and the color has changed. Once I'm done doing a few of them, I'm going to go ahead and save. Only because I'm the type of person where I'll sit here for an hour and do this and click a button and it'll all disappear. So I do like to save as I go along. So I'm going to hit the next button. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save that particular information in that particular section. But wait, I'm not done. In InTouch, when we want to save, we always have to preview and save, and you'll know that you're to the final destination when you get to the preview button. So we're going to look at it on a mobile, we can look at it on a tablet, we can look at it on a desktop. That is our final save button. So if I did the save button a moment ago and then I move on, it will not appear live on my website. So this is the screen that you always want to get to, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So you will see this little congratulations, your changes have been saved, and I can go straight to my website and double check. I always like to double check anything that I've posted to make sure, because there are times that I forget to do the final save and I go back and I'm like, well, where is it? I just put it there and it's not there. So I do that too. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down because I did put that on my home page, and you'll see here now. Click on the links below to view the area report, discover real estate trends in your area. I did Emmitsburg, just with Emmitsburg. I did Frederick with, and someone can click that particular link and they're going to get to that particular area report for just that zip code. Wow. Average days on the market has gone from 51 to 7, and the average sales price has gone up almost 45%. The average list price has gone up almost 50%. That's a lot. I mean, you'll see here in the area report, there's a lot of information. And this might be information that someone's looking for. If they have any questions and need to know how to read any of this information, they do have throughout, sprinkled throughout the report, these little gray buttons with the question mark. Someone can click on that and see that this table represents blah, blah, blah. So this is what this information is. Someone can go down and look and see, the median sales price and the number of sales. What does this mean? This graph represents the median number of sales or transactions in units for each month over the past 2 years. These are real estate trends, so we can see what is going on in the market. It's amazing. This data blows my mind that, and I never tell anyone, oh, I have something that I can go into and I can just click a couple buttons. No, this is information that I am providing as an agent. This adds to my value proposition. This is something that I spent a lot of time preparing to be able to send to you to provide you with this information. You know, what is the absorption rate? What are these different things? And of course, to be compliant, I have my information down here at the bottom. So that's just another way that you can include everything on your website. Someone has asked, you know, how do you get the photos? If you're into Canva, you're able to go in to create the photos. Let's say you're not a Canva person. That's okay. You're able to go to unsplash.com and you can get freely usable images. So I can go in and maybe I'm in a very rural area. I can get pictures of barns. Maybe that's the picture that I want to include. I can also go to Plexels as well. And Plexels is another place to get free stock photos and videos. Most of these places will ask you, do you want to contribute to the photographer? Completely up to you, but they are completely free to use. And then one of my absolute favorites is Brandserv. So with Brandserv, this is probably the easiest option. Going into Desk, going into Brandserv, we do now have the option on the right-hand side to get photography. And this is all free for you to use. You can post these on your website. You can use them any way that you need to. You'll see here there are some really great exterior and interior shots of some different things. And there are 11 pages of different things that you can post. So maybe I just want to have a little I just want to have a regular picture of something that might be in my area. I can download that to push that out on my website. So maybe when I go to this particular page, I don't have all these little bubbles to use, but I can go in and edit it and I can add a photo as well. So click on the links below to see these reports. So maybe I want to make that a little bit bigger. And bold it. And then I just want to add maybe one photo before I have my list. I can go through and click on that image at the top. It looks like a little mountain with a sun or a moon. And you can click on that. You can choose anything that you've already uploaded. You can choose from that. There is a catalog in here as well. So I can choose from any of these so-called banners. I don't even have to look outside of the system. Maybe I just want to put a really pretty picture on my website. I can click on it and I can save that. You'll see here it's really, really large. I'm going to click on it and use the little box to minimize that photo just a little bit. And here then I'll have my list below. And I can go ahead and hit the next button and I can hit the save button. But remember, we're really not done. I have to unsave and I have to save again. And all that's going to do is, you know, I don't have to have little photos for every report that I have. I can just have that one really nice photo. And when someone comes to my page and they scroll down, they'll see a list there of all of the properties. So click on the links below to view the area report, discover real estate trends in your area. Maybe I want to put a little more info there, and here they can click through and just get to that particular area report. So you can see that there are a lot of different options on how to share these reports on your website. You can have different photos for each one. You can have one photo followed by a list. You can also take them and put them into your communities served. Again, I do have to go in and add the community served for it to appear, but we'll see here with the Carroll County Westminster, I just added a photo and that little blurb there about the area report. Again, I like this because I don't have to go into Desk, into Prospect Square and go through all of the process of getting into that. I can get into my reports anytime that I need them simply by visiting my own website. I find it's a very good thing to have, you know, again, giving out your business card, you're giving out your website if that's included on your business card, and also on social media. Somebody visits my Facebook page, my website is included, so they're able to go, you know, and I can go here at any time. I can click on the area report, click on Facebook and share it to my Facebook very quickly. you know, without having to go through Desk and Prospect Square and all the different places. So this information is very easily accessible to myself as well. If I'm on desk duty, if I'm doing floor time, I might want to go through and review the area reports for the areas that I serve. If I sell a lot of real estate in Westminster, I want to look at this every month. And I want to be able to, you know, if somebody calls and they're like, well, I'm considering selling my house, but I'm not sure. Did you know that right now for the month of October, our last month, you know, complete month, that average days on the market is down 40%. So last year, if you listed your house at this time, it would have been on the market for an average of like 45 days. Now it's gone to an average of 27 days. The average sales price has gone up. You're going to get more money for your house. That's just the trend right now. Could that go up? It could. Could that go down? It could. But right now, on average, people are getting almost 20% more for their homes. With interest rates being historically low, that's a really big deal. Somebody could maybe afford to sell their house, use the money that they have in equity from, you know, from what they've paid out on their loan, sell that house, make some money, and go and put that down on another house. You guys work this business. You know how it works. And again, going down and seeing how many new listings have there been. What is the difference between last year and this year? Where is the trend going? So last year in October, there were 54 homes, 54 listings sold. This year, there were 79 listings sold. That's pretty awesome, especially with a lot of people out there thinking that the real estate industry is not doing so well. So we can show sometimes in our area, we are doing well. So does anybody have any questions? I know I kind of go through it a little bit fast, but I want to get it as much in there for you as I can, just so that you can see all the things that you're able to do with these reports. You know, you can put them on your website. You're able to share them out to Facebook, multiple places on your website. And again, you can include photos if you would like. You can include one photo and create a list if you would like to do it that way. And you can also include them in your communities served, just to show, you know, what is going on in a specific area. And again, this is a lot easier for me when I want to go in and share to social media. I can just find that particular area, and I can click on that report, and I can share directly to Facebook. So I'm literally 3 clicks away, as opposed to signing into Desk, going into Prospect Square, going into my reports, preview, share, finding it, etc. Which is not a big deal, but for someone that wants to have good content to post on social media, it's a great advantage to having it on your website. And again, it's also providing that hyperlink and that additional customized content that someone can go to your website. They can get that information. It's easily accessible to you. If I'm having an open house this weekend in Westminster, I can go straight to my website. I can print to PDF. I can print out several copies of this, take it with me. I want to print it, you know, front and back, so I'm not wasting paper. But I can print this out and I can take this with me and have it, you know, at my open house if the seller's okay with that. But that's another option that I have, and it's easily accessible for me on my own website. Or again, I can share the URL for this particular community page on my social media and say, you know, find a great area report and some information about this area. Or maybe I just want to share my website. The more people that I get to go to my website, the more people that will register. Once they register, I have their information. I'm able to market to them and build my sphere of influence. I can turn them from a prospect into a client, and I can let them know, go to my website, you know, scroll down and you will find great area reports. Again, once you have some verbiage, feel free to steal mine. I can take this information and push that out on social media all day long. Let people know that I'm their resource. I am their area expert. I know more about real estate in their area than anyone else does. And they need to call me, not anyone else, to buy or sell their home. Does anybody have any questions? If you need help doing this, I know it looks very overwhelming if you've never done it before. Just know that we can do a one-on-one appointment. We can go into your In Touch together, and we can do this together in a one-on-one appointment. So that's very easy for us to do. Even if it's virtual, I'm able to access your In Touch. We can go in together, and we can get that done. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.